Yeah, let's go! Shit! Woo!
So that you rush for the most yards ever that you have in an NFL game. You rush for a lot of yards.
We came out here, we got this win.
To be in a city like this with the quarterback history that this city has, and that he set a record for most yards by a quarterback rushing, is pretty special. I mean, that's some unbelievable names that he's following there.
The Philadelphia Eagles are now 10-1, top of the NFL, top of the NFC, best record in the NFL with the 10-1 record. Jalen Hurts just had a career night, probably played the best game of his career, going for 16 for 28 for 153 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, not to mention setting a Eagles franchise record for rushing yards by a quarterback, 157 rushing yards, not to mention 100 of them is in the first quarter. And Jalen and the running backs put on one of the craziest rushing performances in Eagles history, rushing for 363 yards in one game. One fucking game. It's definitely something that we haven't seen in a long time. Of course, the Eagles have been a consistent team over the past 2 seasons rushing the ball, but we haven't seen a team rush for 350-plus yards in I don't know how long. And what makes this win feel so special is the Eagles have won in many different ways. They've won the ball airing it out with A.J. Brown, him having 3 touchdowns in one half. They've won it airing it out with Devonta Smith, him having 150 yards in a game. They've done it on the ground, rushing for 200 yards, and then on the ground rushing for 350-plus yards. This team just simply finds ways to win. And the defense is also a big part of this too, because without them bending and not breaking and allowing field goals instead of touchdowns, a lot of these games this year would have had a lot different outcome. They still remain the team with the biggest turnover differential with 13. That's 5 above the next team, and that's the Ravens with 8. The defense is causing havoc in many different ways. They lead the NFL in interceptions with 15. The next closest team is the Buffalo Bills with, I believe, 12 interceptions. If they keep forcing turnovers at this rate, I feel like the Eagles are going to win at least 13, 14 games this year. They have 4 defensive linemen with 4 or more sacks already through the season. Jalen Hurts is now through for over 2,500 yards. He's now has 17 passing touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. Jalen Hurts is playing pretty turnover-free football, and don't forget they got a Pro Bowl running back in Miles Sanders, who's now rushed for 900 yards, 7 touchdowns on a 5.1 average per carry. You can't forget Jalen's completion percentage has went up from 61% last year to 67% this year. That's crazy improvement. Before injury, Dallas Goedert had over 500 yards and 3 touchdowns himself. My whole point in saying all that is I feel like the Eagles have the firepower to beat almost any team in the NFL, because the Eagles are gifted offensively and defensively with superstars all over the field. They have a Pro Bowl safety in C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who leads the NFL in interceptions. The Eagles also have 6 DBs with at least 1 interception. They're going absolutely stupid. 2 receivers who are also playing at a Pro Bowl level, and a tight end in Dallas Goedert, who's playing at a Pro Bowl level before he was injured. The Eagles probably have realistically about 15 Pro Bowlers on their team. Estimated 15 is just currently, because we know they have a lot more previous Pro Bowlers. Coming up next week in Week 13, they have a chance to lock up a playoff spot. As long as they're able to retain the way they're playing and continue to keep doing what they've been doing all season, I say the Eagles are going to be in the Super Bowl, man. Y'all comment down below and let me know y'all's opinion on that. But yeah, I got the Eagles in the Super Bowl, man. Drop a big like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you do. Make sure you post notifications on all 60 of my videos. This big boy sent me 2 times. I'm going to get up out of here.
No.
Let's show everybody just what Jalen Hurts does so effectively.
Yeah, so the Eagles do a great job of designing their run game, and it's so difficult to play them in man coverage. 3rd and 6, what they're going to do is spread you out. Now, when you're playing man, everybody's got a guy, right? I want everyone at home to pay attention to really those 2 linebackers in the middle of the field, right? When I show you these 2 linebackers, this guy, he's on Jason Kelce, who's the center. He's on his left. And this guy, he's on Jason Kelce's right. Now, what they do a great job is understanding that, and they're going to take this tailback, and they're going to send him in motion going that way. Now, when that tailback goes, this linebacker, who again is playing in man-to-man coverage and started on Jason Kelce's right, he's now going to follow him. So you're now taking a guy out of the box. What you're going to do is this. You're going to run these guys off. This receiver, you're going to run the out route. That's going to pull that guy out of there. I pulled 2 people out of the conversation here, right? Now, everybody at home, I told you that Jason Kelce and that linebacker started on his left. When it calls the quarterback draw, everybody's got their guy, and all I need Jason Kelce to do is go up, and I've already created that leverage. Get in his way. I don't need you to crush him. Quarterback draw, create that leverage. Look at everybody's left that box. Kelce's got an easy block to just stand in the way of that linebacker. Jalen Hurts gets that quarterback draw on 3rd and 6 versus man coverage. Great run. Now I'm going to design something called a quarterback counter bash. What you're going to get is a bunch of down blocks front side. Down block, down block, down block. We're going to pull the backside guard and the backside tackle to lead block. Now here's the read part of it for everybody at home. This defender. Okay, Jalen Hurts is going to have vision on him as that defender stands there, and here comes this tailback coming on this horizontal ball fake. Now if this defender, for some reason, follows that tackle and steps down, Jalen Hurts is going to give this ball to a tailback, and we're going to out-leverage the defense, okay? Now, if this defender just hangs a little bit in nosy, Jalen Hurts is going to fake the ball to this back and become the ball carrier for himself, following those front side pullers. Great job of reading that defender. Those front side pullers are front side, and Jalen Hurts has a huge chunk in their run game. Jalen Hurts is the ideal quarterback to live in this offense where you can get so creative in your design run game. You saw it in the quarterback draw. You saw it in the counter bash. He's reading that defender. Really big run game.
If Rex was here, he'd be saying he runs the ball like a tailback, because Rex says that every single week, and we'll make our way back.
Yeah, I think, I've mentioned all the time, I've mentioned often the importance of being able to attack teams in different ways. And, I feel like, for us as a football team, as an offense, it's like your favorite steakhouse, your favorite restaurant, 5-star, bougie restaurant you like to go to. You have your steak of the day, your selection of the day, the chef's selection. I feel like for us, we can kind of do it all. As we have to, I think we do everything at a pretty consistent basis. That's what we strive for. And I think we've done that at moments this year, and I think that's our standard, and I feel like there'll be games where, I have a day like this, or impacting the game on the ground. There's a day where AJ's got 3 touchdowns in the first half. There's a game where Smitty, has 150 in the first half. It's a ton of different scenarios and ways that this thing can go as an offense, and I think that has helped us a lot, being able to be diverse. And, at the end of the day, make myself clear, the most important thing is winning. And that's what we came out here and did today, regardless of how it looked.
I love you, Princess. Put a switch on my glizzy, got me feeling dizzy. Ay, she asked me how was my day, it was hella busy. Ay,